All right. So it is Saturday, December 7th, 2024. I'm just doing my daily note session for Friday's price action, which was December 6th and December 5th, because I was away from my computer these last couple of days tending to family matters. So I'm going to just take a picture real quick of how the weekly looked, how the week played out. We are at all-time highs right now at 21,656 and 3/4. Boom. Here's what it looks like. Amazing. Price opened on Monday this week and just boom, first week of December just exploded to the upside. So we're still bullish. I believe now, by basically looking back last year, that this is probably just going to continue to run up higher and then begin to descend in January 2025. So that's just like a thought that could potentially happen, where I'm just like, these next couple weeks the markets will probably continue to be bullish. If we go down to a daily time frame, I'm going to take a picture of this just to have all of this in case I want to draw up on it. Bring down that low. Boom. I'm going to breeze through this one. I'm going to try, because it's just a lot going on inside here. Again, that weekly SIBI, that daily SIBI as well, is what held price up right here. This was the lowest point after making this low here. So this was what? On Tuesday, November 19th. And here's what we look like on this section here. We're going to just focus on this little section up here, where this SIBI was used to push your price up, and then the top of this old SIBI from back here on the left continued to just, like, it remained open like that. So that was a good sign, and price pushed up, right? So the old all-time high, I'm gonna just remove it. I don't even need that anymore, but I am aware of it. This little volume imbalance right here, that's gonna stay there. This old all-time high as well is going to get removed. This was just what happened from Wednesday's all-time high. It was just tagged on Thursday. They tagged it. So price opened, tagged it, brought it down, and closed right here. Then on Friday, which was non-farm payroll, price opened down here, came down below this low, and then just poof, expanded to the upside. But if you take a look with the volume imbalance up to here, that is a BISI, which means, you know, it can support price if it comes down and pushed up, which it pretty much just did. So I'm not going to put a square on it as of now, but I am aware of it just because the volume imbalance is there as well. So boom, price came down into this fair value gap down here and just expanded to the upside, creating the new all-time high right here. So now I'm going to change the color on this to green. I'm also going to make it thinner, and this as well to green, just because, you know, I like to keep everything uniformed. Boom. So that's what we're looking at right now. Prices all the way up here. And like that analysis right there, it's very simple. I don't need to overcomplicate it, because right now my thing with this is it's just shooting up. It's not aiming towards anything. If I do put a fib on this and activate my different settings and all of that type of stuff, you can have like standard deviations of how high price can potentially reach. But I'm not going to do all of that, because right now it's just aiming high, higher and higher, whatever. And we got to see for this following week coming up, what do they have this week coming up? Let me take a peek. So let me just go to the home and then calendar, to the new, refresh this again. Refresh. Yeah. No, why is this showing? Okay, whatever. Yeah, so this is the new stuff coming up. We got nothing on Monday. Tuesday all day OPEC meetings, so nothing. And Wednesday we have core CPI, so that's going to bring volatility into the market. Thursday as well, then nothing on Friday. So we have some news coming up this week, so that's pretty good. But at the beginning of the month, you get this, which is that non-farm payroll news driver that causes this type of price action. So I just like to document it. And matter of fact, before I take the picture, I am gonna actually just put the square up, so it'll be from here up to here, and I use these blue ones for that. So that's what it looks like. Price comes down to it, boom, pushes up. Volume imbalance remains in there because it's part of it. Boom, that's that. Let's go down to a 4 real quick, make it look a little bit neater, just so we can have an idea. See the volume imbalance right there, price respects. Remember, higher time frames are very important to be aware of, because on the lower time frame, price is going to jump in there and react to that higher time frame analysis that you've done. Always keep that in mind. Look at this. So this was Tuesday's price action. I don't need to worry about none of that. I'm just looking at Thursday consolidation, sweep highs, then drop low into this little inefficiency here, tap the higher time frame busy, and then just the morning session just on Friday just pushed to the upside and exploded. As I stated, I was away from my station, so I didn't care. I was just watching it on my mobile device. I did not engage price on Friday for non-farm payroll. So here it is, that higher time frame again. I'm gonna actually put daily. That way it's just, I don't lose my feet. So here's Thursday's session, consolidates after coming down, tagging this high right here. These two highs, relatively equal highs. This one runs it and then comes down. And then I'm always looking at these wicks right here just to see, look at that, price fails to get to consequent encroachment of this wick right here, works the upper quad, and then just boom, price explodes to the upside in the Friday morning. So the lowest point was here, because this was where non-farm payroll news was dropped. And then, as we get to the lower time frames, we'll see what happened there. So take a picture of that. That's on the 1 hour. And then on the 15, here's what happened on the 15. There's that news candle there. It just opened, wicks up, taps into this imbalance here, comes down, sweeps the sell side as well, then expands to the upside for the rest of the day. And then obviously, this is pretty sloppy here. This is where everything happened, which was 9:30 open to 9:45, 10 a.m., and then a small retracement right here, 11 a.m., and then just consolidated and pushed up. Pushed up and remained near that all-time high there. Quick picture on a 5. Let me just scrunch this up. Here's what we looking like on a 5. Comes down again, sweeps the sell side, and then works this area here. How much risk was that? Just so I can take a peek. It's a lot of risk. Way too much risk. Boom. That, I'm gonna save this, jump to the LSS chart, and then from there, I'm gonna move. Like, that's it. So clearly here, I only have Thursday's stuff going on. All I did was throw this line when I was just out and about, and it tagged this low and expanded to the upside. I have to pretty much find the new day opening gap, and then I'm gonna do a picture of that on my own, but not for this video. I'm just gonna take a picture of this. Boom. And that'll pretty much be it for me. I'm gonna just see price action on a 1 minute. I'll also find that first fair value gap. I'll do that after the bell open, just so I can have it there, because those are important to have. Price reacts to those things. Let's get the emoji, find the 9:30 bell here. This is probably it right here. Yep. 9:30 bell. Can't be on that. We'll keep browsing. There's the first fair value gap that was not traded back down into, but I will just put it there. Keep it. Okay, let's extend right, go back to text, and first FVG of, and that was the 6, 12, 6. And I'm going to just dim it down. You know, I don't really need it to be. I have to be aware of that for Monday. So I'll just do that. Price just explodes, and that's pretty much it. I'm not going to. On a 15-second chart, though, I bet, you know, that's why it's super important just to see on these lower time frames how beautiful price moves. Price opens 9:30, boom, comes down, goes up, comes down, up, and then look, off this balance, off that new day opening gap from Wednesday actually, price is respecting, midpoint respecting, not the midpoint, the upper part is respecting it, pushes up, tags a high, comes down, works this little BISI right here, and then just boom, price explodes to the upside. It gets unleashed right here. 12 minutes into the market open, it just goes crazy. Picture. Boom. And let's just put this back on a 15, and I'll leave you with some, like, you know, this is what you want to do. I repeat it over and over, but this is what puts you in sync with the markets, with that, with this pattern, recognizing patterns, because it's the same patterns over and over. And if you have an eye for that, you're going to start seeing these things. And when you take your positions at your own risk, you're able to have a better understanding of what it can potentially do. And the most beneficial thing that you get from this is that it helps with your anxiety. It helps with your nervousness and all the nerves that come with trading. This helps. This exercise helps because you're seeing it over and over, and you're able to not be fearful of what can potentially happen. You're more of a manager of what can potentially happen. You'll be like, oh, if it's going to do this, then I'm going to risk only to here. It's going to do that, I'm going to go up to there. You know, that's the mindset you want to get when you're doing these exercises or watching me do these exercises, if you're still watching. So that is all. Have a great weekend and peace out.